This episode of the Ace and Hole podcast is brought to you by Anchor by Spotify. Now, us here at the Ace and Hole podcast, the entire time we have been giving you guys pro wrestling content, news, everything has all been powered by Anchor. Anchor is a great user-friendly platform to be able to get on. Even if you have no ideas how to run a podcast, Anchor is such a good tool to use. The analytics that they give you are so in-depth. You can see who's listening, where from, their ages, the age gaps, percentages, average listens, everything, all on the dashboard, very easy. And you simply can't beat it. It's user-friendly look, feel, everything, which is why we're here at the Ace and Hole podcast are proud to say that we now and will be powered by Anchor. Hello everyone, welcome back into the Ace in the Hole podcast. It's me, it's Austen. Joined with me is Cliff and Eli, but we're going to hear from them in a minute. There's something I want to say before we get into the episode. I want to apologize. No upload last week. I went, listened to the recording. Once again, Eli's mic did not get picked up at all. Not Eli's fault. It's just nature of things. We had this issue before. Thought it was fixed. Was not. I could have pushed the episode out, but you guys deserve better because it was a terrible, terrible excuse of an episode without Eli's input. It would have been about 2.5, 3 minutes of silence occupied by mouth noises and the occasional breath, which would have been piss poor and just poor taste overall. I was aggravated. I was fed up. I recorded the video in a little episode saying that about 5 minutes, and I also agree that was not in good taste either because some of the things I said weren't very nice per se, I guess. Something I wouldn't want to put out there. So I just decided to take the week off from uploading. It was my decision. I decided that you guys deserve better than what we would have put out. So apologies from me. We aren't perfect, but definitely really, really aggravating that that happened once again, seeing as we thought we got the problem fixed. Hopefully it's fixed now. Well, not hopefully, it will be fixed because we are not putting out another episode where that happens. We will sit here all night until we figure it out. But that's enough from me. I will now open the floor to everyone. How are we feeling today? We feeling better?
I had to wake up super
I'll tell
early
you what.
to go and watch Over Adults. So, take that as you will for me feeling good today. This is also the first episode. Clean shaven Eli.
Yes, because they can totally watch and see that.
And that was something else I was going to say too. You said it and reminded me of it. We are not doing a video episode until we get this shit figured out. Until we can figure out how to put out episodes without something fucking happening.
That is
or
fair.
Someone not being completely picked up. So yeah, that's on the back burner until we consistently get this issue figured out.
Fair is fair, and that is fair.
Cliff, you're going to say something, and then you gave Eli the floor.
I'll tell you what, though. I am ready to win back my championship. It's coming home. It's coming back home.
Definitely not going back home. It's staying where it belongs. It's definitely not going anywhere.
It's going to come
crazy
out
not going
of
to
that
me.
city and come down to my beautiful river city. I'm going to go take it for some gondola rides on the
your beautiful river city?
Yep.
Yeah, your shitty little river city is what it is.
The
Hey, we got a river
time-
up here, too.
The only time it's going to touch my hand is as it's going from you down to him. And I'm going to touch it as it goes flying past me, not even trying to land in my grasp.
Eli's
So
accepted his role of loser.
Eli's the Tommy Dreamer of the podcast.
Leave me alone.
Oh, shit.
No, but that is what is on the slate today, as you could probably guess from the title. We are going to be doing Royal Rumble predictions. It's a little early. We're a week out, so a match could be added between here and there. But the card is solid. I think the only other match that might get added is the Women's Championship match for SmackDown, that is. And if that happens, Charlotte's not losing her title. So I think we would all agree that Charlotte would win that match if it happened. So we're just doing card as is right now. As much as I hate Charlotte, and I don't think she needs a title, we're doing card as is right now, which is the 5 matches, which is both Rumble matches, men's and women's, the Undisputed Championship match between Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens, the Raw Women's title match between Bianca Belair and Alexa Bliss, and then the Pitch Black match between Bray Wyatt and LA Knight. So that is on the docket for today's show. Either of you have anything else to add before we get in?
I want to win. I want to win. Tommy Dreamer eventually was ECW champion.
How long
Yes.
was he in ECW before he became
Bite
champion?
me. I think he became ECW champion the final night of it being owned by ECW, Paul Heyman.
Yeah, he did.
And then at the final show
got
of
shut down.
WWE ECW. So we got to end the podcast after this pay-per-view.
Oh, God, no. No,
Shit,
don't worry.
If we keep having issues, we might have to.
Switch
Don't
from
worry.
wrestling to
That-
sports.
Your injection of poison into this podcast will never happen, Eli, because that belt's coming back home to the
Ow.
River City, the Queen City, and it's gonna be
It is not the
glorious.
Queen City. Shut the hell up. The Queen
Like-
City's about an hour and a half, 2 hours east of you.
It's so crime-filled that Green Arrow's there, or...
No comment.
Yeah,
You shitty
exactly.
little old industrial city.
Exactly.
It's a war city. Thank you very much.
No, that's an old
I'm
industrial
not much of an
city.
improvement.
No, it's a war city, 100%.
The only war there is the war on crime.
I like
No,
how we...
legit. During World War II, there was a German spy that had correspondence with Mr. Mustache Man, who was in Evansville. Fuck.
We've doxed us all! Yes!
Oh well. I think we've already leaked that before, so it's fine.
Well, yeah, because we talked about the listeners from Evansville. That's
Oh
not,
yeah. Yep.
They just don't
Yeah,
know
I know.
where you work.
I
That's
finally
fine.
got-
They don't need to.
My ball finally moved down my screen. Austen finally sound controlled me.
I definitely did. But,
It
I
happens
mean,
once an
if you guys...
You didn't do that
Sorry to
last
say.
episode. You didn't mess with that at all last episode. You
Well, yeah,
always
but
sound
you're also the
controlled
one
me.
that went... You're also the one that went in and messed with stuff yourself, which is probably the reason you didn't get
Hey.
recorded last time.
Hey.
So.
Oh.
Ow. 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 Seeing Cliff send that in the chat reminds me, I gotta pick some wrestlers for you guys. Keep talking.
Yeah, very, very shameless there. Just... You couldn't have put in the chat, hey, can you guys fill while I look at wrestlers up?
Nope.
You made it very audible to where I can't even cut it out if I wanted to.
I know exactly what I did.
Oh god.
You said, yeah, can you guys just fill?
Yeah,
Like
just
bro's
fill.
calling the shots here.
Fill.
Would you like to record and edit and upload and all that? Would you rather call the shots here?
Deal with podcast issues and sponsors
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah, try to resolve
Oh,
the
God,
issues
no.
that happen every single week, pretty much. Would you like to do that?
Hell
Would you also
no.
like to come up here and be part of my productions as well? Would you
Oh.
like to work for? Would you like to work for ESPN and run an Overwatch production every single week?
Oh, nice shameless plug there, douchebag.
What? As
But-
you-
It's
But-
spitting facts.
He was on ESPN. Can we get a round of applause?
It's
for
my-
that?
Twice.
it was my second time on ESPN. We're moving up and we're doing big things. It was actually a really good game. We won 71-70. Came down to the very, very end. But yeah, I mean, if you guys don't have anything else, we might as well just jump head first into the predictions. You guys got anything else?
Nope.
Alrighty, well then let's go ahead and hop into the predictions here. And hopping right into the predictions here. First match, I guess we'll just go with the only non-title match or stipulation. Well, I guess it's got a stipulation, but it's not the Rumble. It's the Pitch Black match, the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match between LA Knight and Bray Wyatt. I am going to use my championship powers, and I'm going last. I'm picking last.
Oh, okay. So why don't you go ahead and use your championship powers to go ahead and set the order, so that way we know.
I thought he was going to say I'm going to use my championship powers and predict who's going to win.
No,
I thought that's full on how you were going with that, and I was going to lose it.
No, I'm going last. And I next pick, I could go first if I wanted to. It'll all depend on... It'll all depend on how I'm feeling. So this one, I'm going last. So you two can talk it out. You two can discuss.
You always go nose go while I'm not paying attention to the screen. Fine.
That's your fault.
Alright. I see this being a cinematic match between... A great cinematic match, but I see it being a cinematic match nonetheless between Wyatt and LA Knight. I somehow see Eli Drake getting pulled into this match somehow. Because he keeps talking about how LA Knight isn't LA Knight. We all know who he is. It's funny how somebody's parents named their child Los Angeles Knight. Firefly Funhouse segment that was absolutely did not need to see Bray Wyatt's ass crack, barely censored by a moth. No one needed to see it. It happened. Whatever. Move on. I love that we got Ramblin' Rabbit and all of them back. I see The Fiend maybe coming into this match. Potentially. I don't see it being Bray. But I do see Bray picking up the win here.
I, as, the challenger, feel like I got to take some chances to... I'm the only true challenger here, Eli. I feel like I have to take some chances to get some cheaper points to do what I can. This is not one of those times, though. I'm taking Bray Wyatt.
See, and as a champion, I know. I can tell. This is going to progress. This is going to progress the Bray Wyatt storyline, not the LA Knight storyline. LA Knight picks up the win here, and we finally get the introduction of more and more characters. It may be by hook or by crook, but LA Knight is picking up the win here, and I think this is how they progress the storyline. I think he loses, and then they bring back the Fiend. I think he loses, and someone else gets introduced. So you two want to take the basic route, and this is where I win. You two took the basic route in Wrestle Kingdom, and I picked Okada. Who won? I did.
So can we at least all agree that this is probably going to be some cinematic style match?
I don't see it being anything else.
If it is, it's going to completely surprise me. And I think we'll finally see Vincent, ROH wrestler, be brought into the fold. If Bo is Uncle Howdy, Vincent may be the Fiend or something. I just don't see the Bray Wyatt being the Fiend. But I do see where Austen gets LA Knight out of this to further on the story. But maybe the Fiend helps Bray win and Uncle Howdy gets involved after. I don't know. I just want to see Bray Wyatt win the match.
See, I thought that too, but then that would make no sense if he won. Why would they come out if he won? That's where I kind of diverged on the path of LA Knight. Because, like I said, this isn't about LA Knight. Mm-hmm. This has never been about LA Knight. This has always been about Bray. This storyline has always been about Bray, and how can we further him and introduce all these characters? You can do that in the Funhouse, I guess, and he could win with the help of them, but it would mean a lot less. Mm-hmm. Now, if you have LA Knight win, and you have him finally break psychotically or mentally, and you have all these characters start coming out, that means a lot more. And then he can come back, trample over LA Knight in another blow-off match, and then just continue on.
Ramblin' Rabbit was the only one that had a full-on speaking part besides Bray and Sister Abigail. If you watch the clip and the segment fully.
Wow, that's almost like half of the Firefly Funhouse.
Well, different episodes. Sometimes Ramblin' Rabbit wouldn't be on until the very end. So, we saw when he came back, Ramblin' Rabbit. Could Rambling Rabbit cost Bray Wyatt the match? He said he liked LA Knight. He said he wanted LA Knight to win. Could he cost him the match?
Let's not get out of ourselves here. That's kind of jumping the shark a little bit there.
But it would progress the story. It would progress the story. Okay, I'm not saying the puppet. I'm saying what we saw when he came back. There was a rabbit figure when he came back.
There was also a Mercy the Buzzard figure and a Sister Abigail figure.
And a Fiend figure. Which is a part of the psychotic break.
I don't know. I'm still sticking with my pick. I think LA Knight wins and they further the storyline.
The only way I see, and this is just from my opinion, Bray losing this is if it's a no contest. Like, that's just how I feel about it.
Which I'm okay with.
Well, yeah, in the condition of no contest, no one gets any points. But moving on to the women's title, we got Bianca Belair versus Alexa Bliss. I really don't care what order we go in here. I feel like we're all going to have the same answer. So I'll just go ahead and go first. I don't see Bianca dropping her title to Alexa Bliss like a month or two before WrestleMania. Once again, would only make sense if they are furthering the Bray storyline, which very well could happen. But I don't think it happens and she wins. I think they may further the storyline and she loses. That being Alexa. I think Alexa loses here. I think Bianca carries the title to Mania once again. You can't throw the strap on Alexa when you have someone like Bianca who can pull in people at Mania. She's done it before. She'll do it again. So, I mean, I don't see her dropping her title here. It doesn't make sense for her to.
Yeah, Bianca's going to be it's a 2-night again, right? We have 2-night Mania?
Yes.
Okay. So, I see Bianca being in the main event again. I can't see her not being in the main event spot unless they put Charlotte there, maybe. I can't see them doing that with her. I guess it depends on who wins the Rumble. Please not Ronda. But I got Bianca winning this, honestly. Kind of with your thing of I can't see them getting the strap off of her going into Mania. I also agree with the Bray. I think Alexa is going to be a mainstay of the Bray storyline going forward. Does Uncle Howdy cost her? Maybe. We saw him in her match on Raw. We've seen him popping up more and more around her. We've seen more and more. So she's going to be attached with Bray when everything continues on past LA Knight. Alexa Bliss is going to be attached with him. So I don't see her having a belt with her as it continues on. Maybe she fights her at Mania and that's when she gets it. But this match right here, I cannot see Bliss walking away as champion. It has to be Bianca. And it has to be a rematch at Mania. Or maybe after. But right now, Bliss does not walk away with the championship belt.
Yeah, I agree. I think Alexa wins whatever women's elimination chamber they have, and that's when she like fully embraces whatever mystical powers Bray and them have. But yeah, no, Bianca wins here, and I think she's going on to fight the winner of the women's Rumble at WrestleMania. Who, not spoiling my pick, but I think Alexa finishes the move over to SmackDown, fully embraces that, and then wins a strap at the Elimination Chamber. So I got to go with Bianca.
Moving on to the only other non-Rumble match on the card, Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. Now, with this, I will go last.
Hey, nose goes.
Yeah,
that's
you
cool.
Go first.
I'm ready. If this match goes on as advertised, Roman v. KO, Roman wins. However, if there's any kind of fuckery that happens, say Sammy's name or Solo's name got written onto the contract rather than Kevin's, Roman's going to lose. However, we're doing it as advertised, so with it being Roman versus KO, Roman's going to win.
Right.
There's still too many numbers, even if Sammy's, starting to play that turncoat. The numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for KO at the Rumble.
I enjoy that little Easter egg there. I gotta go in opposite direction from you. I'm going with Kevin Owens winning this. Just
and this
because,
is why you lose.
Just because, hang on. Just because I am banking on, and I'm putting this out here right now, and I'll leave it up to you guys, because if you guys say no, I'll change my pick.
No.
I was thinking about that too. No, stop.
No,
Listen.
No, I'm not listening. You give your pick and that's it. We're not hinging it on anything.
Okay, so if it is Sammy or Solo or somebody else signed onto the contract, does their name replace the Kevin Owens spot?
Cliff just said we're going as advertised, which we are. So as of now, it is Roman versus KO. You don't get to pick this little, well, if this happens, I get to do this. Or if KO's not there, I'm going to pick Sammy. No, it's Roman versus KO as we know it now. Could that change? Probably. But as of now, it's Roman versus KO. None of this wishy-washy bullshit.
I just don't want Roman to win. At all. Roman... The bloodline, we all know, is building towards a explosive end. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It is coming to an end. The Sami Zayn with them is coming to an end. I think Raw 30, we're going to see something major happen. Where this trial, we're either going to see The Rock come back, or we're going to see something happen to where Sami Zayn is out of the bloodline. And Kevin Owens is going to say, I told you so, or something's going to happen. Maybe he won't get kicked out. Maybe it's just I don't know, he doesn't get kicked out, but they don't want him there. And then Kevin Owens gets in his head on SmackDown, and Sammy costs Roman. I want to believe that Roman doesn't walk out of this match as champion. So I'm going with Owens. If this is the one I get wrong and it costs me, but I want to go with Owens.
And I agree, the bloodline is coming to an end, but not here. It's coming to an end at Mania.
That's
Roman's
fair.
taking the title, Roman's taking both titles into Mania, and he's going to lose it to my winner of the Rumble. That's the only way this crumbles out. Because it's very obvious we aren't getting Rock Cena 3 at the Hollywood Mania. It's just not going to happen at this point. But I see Roman winning here, and he's taking the title to Mania. That's just a fact of life at this point. I do agree. Yeah, he did. He used to do the facts of life, didn't he?
Yes, in TNA.
Yeah,
That's why
I forgot
every
about
time.
that. Yeah, but
He also did Dummy Yeah.
well, yeah, and he'd get so excited every time he'd break his button. But yeah, I agree. There will be some shenanigans. There will be some tomfoolery, some buffoonery going on within the bloodline and probably with the match itself. I think Sammy's getting exiled sooner or later, but I don't think he costs him the title at Royal Rumble. It's going to happen in the title match at Mania. And for you football fans, the Chiefs just beat the Jags 27-20. Nice. So that ends the Jags' miracle run. But moving on to our first of two Rumble matches on the night, the Women's Rumble. And I think we all have the same pick here. So I'm going to go first. It's Rhea. Rhea's winning this match.
Dummy mommy.
Wherever she's at in the Rumble, she's winning. And I could not be happier. I know you can't tell it from my voice, but I've had a long week. I have been very, very, very stressed and very, very tried. But Dami Mommy's bringing home the title. She's bringing it home, and she's going to go to Mania and win it. That's the thing. She's going to win the Rumble. She's going to go to Mania, and she's going to win it. My pick's Rhea. Pick 1, pick 15, pick 13, fucking pick 30. It doesn't matter. Wherever she's coming in, she's winning. So, it's Rhea. 1,000% Rhea. And you already got Cliff's answer. He can elaborate on it if he wants.
I fully believe that the Judgment Day are moving towards not necessarily a hold all the gold, but they're moving towards a hold more than one title, where, I don't know if the Judgment Day win the tag titles at the Rumble, but they'll definitely have them after Mania, so that way they can have the tag team having one, and Rhea has one, and that leaves Dom without one, so then he has to go and prove himself, and we can, further progress Dom's story with that. So yeah, it's gotta be Dami Mommy Rhea.
They could freebird it.
Very true.
So Eli seemed to not agree with the Rhea pick. He's probably going to pick like Candice LeRae or something, some bullshit like that. So go ahead and get your terrible pick out of the way. Probably The Rock's daughter or something. Go ahead and get that out of the way. And
well, I'm trying to see who all has been.
They haven't announced. So they have not announced over half the field yet. There's
like
still 25
names.
There's 25 names left.
Yeah, no, there's 6.
There's 25.
The 6 that have declared are Liv, Candice, Rhea, Raquel, Shayna, Zelina.
I'm looking at this. There's a top 10 list of 5 no chances and 5 most likelies. And Rhea Ripley is at the top of the list. I don't know. I want to say Asuka. I just saw it on the thing too, but unless she comes back as her Japanese
Kana.
wrestling, I can't see her winning it. Now, if she comes back as that, maybe. I also don't see Bliss winning it. She will still have a potential of coming back. Bianca could also be in the Royal Rumble. Charlotte could be in there. They haven't said that champions are in it. We've had champions in the past be in the Royal Rumble. Excuse me, sorry. So, we're looking towards the future. We're looking at WrestleMania, right? Yes, she has lost a couple matches. Yes, she is a part of a group. Yes, I do not like her as a wrestler. Yes, I understand how deep in my soul this hurts to say.
Is bro about to pick Paige?
I'm picking Bayley. I'm picking Bayley for a WrestleMania main event match between her and Bianca, where Bayley picks the title off of Bianca to set up Damage Control taking over the women's division.
Not a terrible pick, I guess. I mean, it makes sense.
They
but
just have to finally do it.
It feels wrong.
It does.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Rhea could go after the SmackDown Women's title, and that could still happen. Bayley doesn't have to win the Rumble for that to happen. Because who else does Bianca have to face after Bliss? No one. There is no one else on Raw.
And they never finished the rivalry between
unless a returning Naomi comes back.
No, God. Please don't.
That's pretty much
Stardom has a tag team title. Send her to Stardom. Let her burn with Mercedes over there.
And as well as Chelsea Green's back as well. She's just waiting on creative to actually give her something.
She comes in number 30 and eliminates the last one.
She's not getting a title.
She eliminates Rhea.
But I don't know, like it just anything other than Rhea just feels not right here.
Both of those two have they've both been built up going towards the Rumble to be potential winners. You have Bayley, who is the one who has gone after the championship and lost. And while Dakota Kai and Io Sky have won and they have had a championship, I think they might still be the tag team champions. She's the leader, but she has not proven anything yet. And then you have Rhea, who is a part of this group that WWE is trying to push to the forefront. And so both of these women have, I want to say gripes. I don't feel like that's the right word, but I feel like gripes is the word I'm supposed to say. Gripes to go. Either one of them could win it. These are the only two I see as potential winners going into the Royal Rumble. Shayna doesn't look about. I think Shayna's been announced. Liv Morgan's been announced. Raquel's been announced. I think one other one maybe has been announced, and none of them seem like
we just went over it. There's 6 that have announced,
but none of them seem like viable contenders.
My thing with Rhea is there's no way she gets a shot at the title without winning the Rumble. With Bayley, there is an avenue where she could. So we very well could be looking at Rhea winning the Rumble and going after Charlotte. Because no one knows how long Rhea's going to be gone. And even Ronda. Not Rhea. Ronda. No one knows how long Ronda's going to be gone. And even if she comes back, Rhea has the ability to carry her bum ass.
Jade Cargill could carry her ass.
I still think that there's an avenue for Bayley to get another shot if she wants to. I think that's probably the most likely outcome is that Rhea hops over to SmackDown, challenges Charlotte, and then Bianca and Bayley run it back for like the 20th time.
She's going to jump over to SmackDown no matter what. Because after this Karrion Kross thing, Rey Mysterio and Dom are going to have a match at WrestleMania. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That is what is being built up into it. They're going to have that match. They're jumping to SmackDown no matter what. Now, do you have Judgment Day lose on Raw, the tag team title match? Yes. Then you build into them going on to SmackDown. I see Judgment Day going over there. I'm not arguing that. I think Rhea going over against Charlotte is a guaranteed match at Mania. Both of these matches are almost guaranteed. That's why I think either one of them could win. I'm just pulling for Bayley to win over Rhea. I think her and Charlotte building up a thing of Rhea and Judgment Day going over there and then Rhea knocking the shit out of Charlotte just cause. A lot better storyline than Sonya Deville. I don't think she has to have a Rumble win to face Charlotte. They have built it up in the past of Rhea versus Charlotte for a championship. I don't think it's ever happened yet, and now we have finally had the opportunity for it. I think Mania could be it. And I don't think she has to have the Rumble to do it. That's why I think Bayley has to have it. Bayley has to have the reason. She's lost, I think, both of the title matches. Yeah, she would have had to because Bianca's still champion. So she's lost both title matches. This is her last opportunity. She has to win the Rumble to get the opportunity. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it for her.
And with both pieces being spoken, on to the men's Rumble. The one that probably has the ability to be a lot more shocking than the women's one. I would not be surprised at all if all three of us have different answers. I don't think so, though. I think Cliff and I are kind of in the same space here.
Johnny Gargano.
Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. I'm trying to decide if I want to go first or last on this one.
I even said that with a straight face.
I'm very confident that we'll share answers because it's really just one person that I think will win, but I'll forfeit my first pick and I'll let one of you go first.
Oh, of course. I think going into Mania, we all see either The Rock, we see John Cena, potential. I think John Cena is going to be against Austin Theory for the United States Championship. I think that one's what's going to end up happening. I see, because I think the last time WrestleMania was in Hollywood, was WrestleMania 21. Was that a U.S. Championship match with John Cena? Or was that his undisputed WWE Championship match against JBL? I think it was undisputed WWE Championship. So maybe they run it back with the WWE title again. Undisputed WWE Championship. So, I mean, it could be a great run back, but I think they do that with him. So I'm putting John Cena out of it. John Cena's pretty much gone out of that. So you put it down.
Well, they fumbled their fucking bag of trying to get that done anyway, because he literally beat Roman, and he could have been like, "Hey, buddy, you beat me, I beat you. I want one more match at the Rumble." Cena wins, and it's Rock Cena in the main event. Could have happened, but they didn't.
No, they got to save it for Money in the Bank at London. I see. I want to say it's going to be Cody Rhodes. Just because they have this heavy build-up. All my instincts are saying it's not going to be. But I want to say Cody just because I want to see Cody versus Roman at WrestleMania. I think it's going to be a great match. But since I have Owens, I'm going to say it's Cody versus Kevin Owens at WrestleMania. Because I think that would also be a great match. I realize the whole life dug myself in, but I don't care. I'm going to keep digging it. I enjoy it. So I got Cody. I have Cody winning it. I feel like that may be the mutually agreed upon winner, but I feel like you guys are going to pick The Rock or some random ass Joe Schmo on the roster, so take it away.
So I've learned in the last couple of years, some of the funnest things to do before big events is to look at the betting odds, and you'll just, you go through, you see some names that are kind of fun, kind of interesting. Let's see here. Nick Aldis is currently 500 to 1 to win the Royal Rumble. Santanos Escobar is currently 250 to 1. Sadly, Ezekiel is not even considered an option. So for all you who are fans of Ezekiel, sorry, you're going to have to find somewhere else to place your bets. But there's only one person who currently has better odds than 1 to 1. And that's
Does he
Cody
have adrenaline
Rhodes.
in his soul? Something Cody Rhodes.
There's one thing that Cody Rhodes has wanted ever since he came back, and that was the WWE Championship. Now, will Roman defend both belts at Mania? I fully believe so. Will he probably have to defend it against Sammy or Kevin or a member of the Bloodline? Yes. But I believe that's set up through the Elimination Chamber. At the Rumble, I really wish they would have kept his return a secret. I think Cody's got it. I don't think The Rock wins the Rumble. As much as I want to.
See, and
I know.
And I have the same pick. I hate to be boring. I have the same pick. But the only
sure Eli was going to go to The Rock.
The second person with the highest odds is Sami Zayn. And that is a very, very real possibility.
It is.
That they kick him out of the Bloodline and he wins the Rumble. It could happen.
Can I just say, there is only one thing separating your guys' picks, and that is LA Knight and Bray Wyatt. There are
don't worry, we've got our
two
extra
things.
special bonus picks.
There are two things separating all three of us on mine, and that is Owens and Cody, or Owens and Bayley.
Watch us all tie, and our new
I need
gimmick
the Royal
is what
Rumbles.
gives Eli the win.
Yeah, I need my Royal Rumble
Hold on.
picks.
Eli, we got to let Austen explain to them what we're talking about.
Oh yeah. Go on, New
So
Japan King.
I'm just the king in general, baby. You were supposed to be the NJPW, Mark. I beat you at your own game.
Like, listen up here,
No,
you
I
little
don't-
bitch.
I don't want to hear it from you. Cliff, you're supposed to be the predictions king. I beat you at your own game. I'm the best one here. Point blank, period. I'm better than both of you. I'm better than everyone sitting at home. It doesn't matter. I am
Even
the
a
best.
blind man is able to throw a dart at a board and nail it on the
Apparently
bullseye.
you can't. Apparently you can't.
I am the blind man!
So then where's your dart? Where's your dart? in your
It's
bullseye, huh?
going!
It's at the Rumble.
I'm better.
I'm gonna get everything right,
I
and
am
it is gonna be a
simply
tie.
better. No, you aren't. No, you aren't. You are not. You are not. It's game over. I already know it. You want to know why? Because of my championship powers, my championship instincts that you were making fun of.
I'll be right
It's something you don't have. You don't have the championship instincts. You don't have what it takes to be a champion. You don't have those killer instincts, which is why I am the current and reigning champion. It's not going anywhere anytime soon, because I'm better than you. I am better than Cliff. I am better than any person listening to this broadcast, this podcast, the streams, anything. I am better.
On a real note, I think I might have just popped something out on my glasses.
And of course, this is all
Nice.
satire. This is me being the heel champion. I don't actually mean any of that.
He
Don't
means
get
it all,
offended
don't
at
let him fool
home.
you.
Yeah, I'm actually just a terrible person behind the scenes. No, but the
not
gimmick
at all.
that we're talking about, and I'm actually going to add one that they don't know about.
Oh no, Eli,
We're
no.
we are banking on the Rumble.
Hell!
The Rumble is one of the biggest events of the year, so we're going to have gimmicks out the ass.
We gotta
So,
pick
for-
the people with it, don't we?
For the Rumble, we have selected numbers. Don't worry, you don't have to be on edge yet. This is just a gimmick we all did before. So we did one of the random spinning wheels, 1 to 30, and we split it up evenly. I got the first number, Cliff got the second, Eli got the third, and we each got a number until there were no numbers. Now, if one of our, say I got number 24, if the person from 24 ends up winning the Rumble, I get an extra point onto my predictions. Say Cliff got 29. Say the person from 29 wins the Rumble. Cliff gets an extra point. Or Eli got number 1 and he runs the wire. Eli did get 1 and 30.
Yeah, that's pretty
So-
wild.
And
So
two.
if Eli... So say Eli has someone run the wire, he gets a point. Now, I'll go ahead and run down the numbers real quick. I'm not going to bother passing it to each of us. I'm just going to sprint through them. We did this both for the men's and women's Royal Rumble, and I just want this on record, just so that you don't think we're bullshit numbers or anything. So for me, for the men's rumble, I got 12, 24, 13, 18, 20, 21, 14, 6, 9, and 17. Cliff's numbers for the men's rumble are 29, 10, 3, 28, 23, 15, 11, 5, 16, and 27. And the remaining numbers for Eli for the men's rumble are 30, 19, 1, 7, 8, 25, 26, 22, 4, and 2. Now moving over to the... Yeah, your men's rumble numbers were not good. Moving over to the women's rumble, same exact thing. We put it into a random number spinning wheel, and whatever landed on we got. For the women's, my numbers were 16, 1, 23, 28, 5, 18, 21, 20, 24, and 29. Cliff's numbers were 3, 11, 4, 25, 13, 22, 30, 6, 26, and 17. And the remaining numbers that Eli ended up getting on the wheel were 12, 15, 27, 8, 7, 10, 2, 9, 19, and 14. That is the gimmick that they know about.
With you guys again. It was always fun doing predictions with you guys again. It was fun. My numbers suck ass on both rumbles, so
But that's not all.
What, I gotta pick the people too?
Here's the gimmick that they don't know about. With the rumble, there's always the chance of surprise entrance.
Oh, I asked you about this before we did it, and you said no!
Oh, no.
You said no!
Now, calm down, buddy.
Oh, no.
This is a gamble. This is not a for sure. If you guess an entrant and they don't show up, that's minus 1 point.
What?
But if you guess if you guess an entrant and they do show up, you get a point. You don't have to select any surprise entrants. You can play it safe. But if you want to try, I'm not letting you get away with it. If you get it wrong, you lose a point. If you get it right, you gain a point.
All right,
so it all comes down to how confident are you in your predictions and the numbers you've gotten.
Okay. What do I gotta lose? What do I have to lose? What do I gotta lose?
This can either win the predictions for you or lose the predictions for you.
I have
So go ahead, start doing your research. Both of you. I can see Eli. Not Eli. I can see.
No, I'm typing it because I forgot to type in who
Edge wouldn't be a surprise entrant.
He's not confirmed. He.
Neither is half the roster.
Okay,
but he's on the active roster. He would not be a surprise return. I'm overruling that.
So Beth counts. Though. Beth counts.
Yeah, Beth. I would let Beth
for either
Beth
rumble.
Is going to eliminate Rhea.
Yes.
He said yes to that. Cliff got what I said. Cliff got me. Damn.
Okay. So do we just spew this out whenever we feel comfortable on it, or
no? Since Eli started, he's going to go, and then we'll go to you, and then.
So I think Beth, she got taken out by Rhea in Judgment Day, right? Like hardcore concerto. I got nothing else to lose. I'm putting Beth. I mean, what's the worst that's gonna happen? She doesn't show up and I lose a point? Oh wow, I lose again. Okay. Who's a free agent that we all know? Who's a free agent that we all know?
We don't need a giant explanation. You can just shoot him out.
I don't want to lose a point for this, but at the same time, I want to see him show up. I'm going to... Hang on. Okay. So, let me make sure he has not confirmed that he's doing a watch-along to the show.
I'm just going to go ahead and write down Nick Aldis, because I know that's who you're talking about.
He has not confirmed he's doing a watch-along, but...
It's Nick Aldis. He's getting at Nick Aldis.
I'm putting Nick Aldis down. Who else could show up? Would Bobby Roode count? He's technically a part of the main roster, but he hasn't been there for a long while.
I'm going surprise returns. not just returns. It wouldn't really be a surprise.
Okay.
Like
that's fair.
He got hurt, but he was on the roster every week.
So
like, would it be cool if he came back? We're talking like outlandish, or like if there was someone that's been gone for
New Jack.
Like, yeah, because apparently New Jack's not dead.
What'd you give me that look for? You're the one that said it not last episode, but the episode before.
Eli, do you have any more surprise entrants in the Rumble?
Let's see. Okay, so if Owens and Bayley don't win, the Rumble would tie me with somebody. Nick Aldis and Beth would put me above. I'm going to take my chances, and those are going to be my only two.
Cliff, you got any surprise entrants you want to pin down?
I need more time to think about this.
No,
what
no,
the
no,
fuck?
I put both of you on the spot for a reason.
Yeah. So does that mean that when I win my belt back, I can do shit like this?
I'm a psychopath. I had those two on the top of my head.
Oh, God.
Don't do it, Cliff. Cliff. The only separation is you have Bray instead of LA Knight. If you get that right, you only have to bank on me
but if
not
I get it
getting
wrong,
the Rumble points. Because everything else is the same. So you are ahead by 1. If I get the Rumble points, I win by 1.
Do I have to guess the right ring name on the return?
No, we're not going to go that deep.
Okay, I didn't know, like...
Is it Zack Ryder?
Yeah, it's Matt Cardona.
I could see it. Is he still doing stuff with GCW?
Nope.
See, that was the single one that I thought about putting down, was Matt Cardona. And since you and I are so close, I might go ahead and do it. That way it truly comes down to the
fucking numbers.
And if LA
If I
wins.
win because of that, let me just say this. If I win because of that, Austin is going through hell and back. Cliff, you're going to get it easy on these prediction episodes. Austin's going through hell and back for the hell and back he has put us through just this episode alone.
I'm going to go ahead and put down Matt Cardona.
Yeah, I was say I can't think anyone else.
Actually, no, I'm not. Yeah, I am.
You just said you were.
Yeah, I am.
I can't think anyone else, so yeah.
I like how... Okay, so let's... Because people can't see it. You can see Cliff Foley in his. He has lights on. He's like the baby face of the thing. And then you have Austin, who's no camera. He's controlled by the darkness. And then you have me, where half my face is in the darkness and half my face is in the light. Does that mean I walk a gray line?
No, it's just called I'm the only one who has a camera who can, have proper lighting.
You know what? You're going through hell too now.
I was expecting to.
And I never remember saying that I was done.
Yeah. Go ahead and give us some women's entrant.
Who said it had to be one?
I don't know.
I didn't.
I'm not expecting you to
the Rumble gets
wager
me tied
a lot
up with
here,
you guys.
Austin.
If you guys get yours right, the Rumble gets me tied up if I win both of those, and getting both of these right would put me ahead.
Now, the Women's Rumble is always left up with very much uncertainty. It's been a lot more flexible than the Men's Rumble for the entirety that it's been around. And there is a couple of women's wrestlers that have, I'm pretty sure, been in every single one.
Like Lita and Trish and all of them.
Yeah. So that makes me want to wager a whole lot. I was going to say the Bella Twins, but Nikki's doing that one TV show. So I don't know if she'd be there. I think Brie Bella won't be because Brian Danielson's in AEW.
Brie Bella's not
Nate. Naomi could be one. I am, however, gonna go with Matt Cardona's wife. Because if they got her under contract and she's just waiting for creative, throw her in the Rumble. Why not? So I'm going Chelsea Green.
I don't think that's too much of a shocker, though, to anybody.
You got to realize though, Eli, we are severely engrossed into like the dirt sheets and social media and all that stuff. To like the normal fan who just watches it and doesn't look into it inside out, a lot of these returns are shocking.
That's the problem now, though, is everybody's has.
Not
access
everybody.
to
I know.
A lot of people have access.
I got
to
people
Twitter,
at work who watch wrestling and don't look at social media about it at all.
and I'm sure they live life happily being a wrestling fan that doesn't do that. I enjoy my ignorance is bliss approach to it by not seeing everything on the dirt sheets. The only dirt sheet I need is Miz and John Morrison.
I'm just trying to think about if I wanna have one more.
Why not go off? Go crazy.
Give me Trish. And
Why not win it in a trounce rather than, just winning by one?
give me Michelle McCool.
All right.
Was
I
that
mean,
it all?
seeing as the WWE doesn't have 30 women on their roster,
See, I'm okay with him doing all these picks, because if he gets everything right, and he does all these picks and none of them happen, me and Cliff have a higher chance of winning this.
The numbers
could
don't
also-
lie.
I could
But
also
also
take
lie.
both Rumbles as well.
And they spell disaster for you.
I'm going to stop there
Please do.
because
No, continue. Give another one.
No.
Give another one. Come on.
I
What?
could and I'd be right. That's the
No.
problem. I don't want to win by too much. I want to make you guys
yeah,
look like
yeah,
competent
Yeah.
co-hosts
Yeah.
on this
Uh-huh.
podcast.
Uh-huh.
Why, you don't want to crush our spirits going to the next AEW pay-per-view?
What is the next pay-per-view?
Yeah, I don't know what the next one we do will be.
Give me a
It'll have to be
second.
a major one.
Give me a second.
NXT New Year's Evil, technically.
We're
that's
not
already
doing
happened.
it.
That's already happened. That already happened. Technically, Vengeance Day, February 4th, but we're not going to do that one because it's NXT pay-per-view, so Elimination Chamber, February 18th would be the next pay-per-view. All it's giving me is WWE pay-per-views, actually. Shit.
So I
The-
mean, that wraps up the predictions.
There's technically a New Japan major event coming up.
It's the
Road to New
The-
Beginnings doesn't count, Eli.
Well, no, not the Road to New Beginning. There's actually
it's the bash
there's a
at the beach
two-night-
or whatever it's called.
There's a 2-night thing of New Beginning.
Cliff, this just in: Pro Wrestling Noah liked your liked your response to their tweet where you tagged me and Eli for whatever reason.
What?
Your tweet got over 2,000 views.
What?
February
I don't know
18th,
why.
Battle in the Valley, which is the Mercedes Monet thing, and February 18th is Elimination Chamber. So there's two different pay-per-views on the same night.
Pro
Also,
Wrestling
what
Noah
the
likes
hell?
what I do.
Why did Pro Wrestling Noah like that? That makes no sense.
See, it's
Let's
why
go!
he lost the New Japan. Because he's not New Japan, he's Pro Wrestling Noah.
Shut up, Eli. They don't need to know
Makes
that.
sense. Hey, screw you.
Did
I'm
they just
going
go
to
through
AJPW.
and like everyone's?
New Japan
No.
left me. I'm going to AJPW.
Hey, Cliff, they pretty much do like everyone's response.
Shush.
Don't ruin this for him. I'm going to AJPW though.
That is crazy though. Good on them, though. Good community outreach. Pro Wrestling Noah, you just took a step up in my book. You're more than now than just Rene Dupree and Rob Van Dam. You're a step up for me. But probably teach people not to kick Okada straight in the face.
Yeah.
That's probably it's probably a good step in the right direction. But I mean, the predictions are wrapped up, I think it's time to start taking her home.
Well, you know what you can take home? The fact that I've got you covered for this date in professional wrestling history. On this day in 1985, we have two events that have happened. The U.S. Express, which was known of Barry Windham and Mike Rotundo, defeated Adrian Adonis and Dick Murdoch to win the WWF Tag Team Championship. However, also on this day in 1985, wrestler and promoter Eddie Graham passed away at age 55 after a suicide. He was most well-known promoter for the championship wrestling from Florida. In 1990, the second Royal Rumble took place at the Orlando Arena in Orlando, Florida. In the main event, Hulk Hogan eliminated Mr. Perfect to win the Rumble. Longtime promoter Nick Gunless died at the age of 76 in Nashville, Tennessee. In 1992, WCW Clash of the Champions took place at Topeka, Kansas. The main event saw Steamboat and Sting defeat Rick Rude and Steve Austin. In 96, WWE had their Rumble, and it took place at the Selland Arena in Fresno. Shawn Michaels won his second consecutive Royal Rumble, where he eliminated Diesel. However, in the main event, the WWF World Heavyweight Championship, The Undertaker defeated Bret the Hitman Hart by disqualification. In the night's only title change, Goldust became the new IC champion by beating Razor Ramon. In 97, WCW Clash of the Champions took place at the Wisconsin Center in Milwaukee. Lex Luger beat Scott Hall by DQ. In 01, the Rumble took place in New Orleans. Stone Cold Steve Austin won his record-breaking third Royal Rumble and when he eliminated Kane. The match was also notable for Kane eliminating 11 men, breaking the original record of 10 set by Hogan, and matched Austin's 11 in 97. Sorry, Austin matched it in 97. I apologize. The record stood until it was broken by Roman Reigns in 2014. On that night, the only title change was Chris Jericho beating Chris Benoit in an IC ladder match. In 2008, John Devine defeated Jay Lethal to win the X Division Championship. On the same night, WWE that was the first time that Monday Night Raw was in high definition. Damn, I'm struggling out here. In 2013, Bob Backlund was inducted into the Hall of Fame. And in 2020, a Dynamite taping took place on the cruise ship. For those of you who know, it's Chris Jericho's Rock and Rager at Sea. And this is when Hangman and Kenny beat Scorpio Sky and Frankie Kazarian, SCU, to become the second ever AEW Tag Team Champions. We have notable birthdays today. Arnold Scotland, Ivan Putski, Mark Curtis, Go Shizaki, Maurice, and Alex Kozlov. And that is all for this day in pro wrestling history.
Forgot I had my mic muted, so I didn't say anything. All you missed was a clap.
Alright, Eli, which one of us going first?
I'm going to be having Cliff go first, because you said something earlier that made me think of this guy, so just let me do that real quick.
Bro's doing Tommy Dreamer again.
No. No. Cliff,
are we going by
ready?
Accomplishments again?
Championships and accomplishments. You got 3 guesses, correct, Austen? That's what we discussed?
Correct.
Alright. So, he is a one-time CMLL World Lightweight Champion. He is a 5-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. He is a 4-time Best of the Super Juniors winner. He was ranked number 27 of the top 500 single wrestlers in 2018. He got the Fighting Spirit Award in 2020. This may give it to you. Pro Wrestling World Cup Japanese qualifying in 2017 with Kushida. Wrestling Observer gave him the best gimmick in 2017 and non-heavyweight MVP in 2020.
That's it?
That's it.
That's all I get.
That's all his championships and accomplishments.
That's a tough one.
Bro, you doing Alex Shelley?
Nope. That's one guess.
Because Alex Shelley, just to make sure, Alex Shelley was his tag team partner when he was the Time Splitters, right?
It says with Kushida, but it was a singles match.
Okay.
They were the only two from Japan that made it into... This was back in WCPW, I forgot to name the promotion.
Oh, that would have helped a lot. Thanks, Eli.
Yeah,
Thanks
sorry.
for just omitting
Sorry.
that information.
Sorry, I forgot.
God, it's been forever since I watched WCPW.
The World Cup.
Fuck.
Only two
Yeah,
from
I know their
Japan.
World Cup. He didn't win it, did he?
No, Kushida was the only one from Japan that made it all the way to the final. He faced, I think, Will Ospreay. Yeah, he faced Will Ospreay, and I think Kushida won.
You got me fucked up. How did I say something to get you to spike this?
No, this inspired something. What you said inspired this guy.
Can I
I said
sacrifice
something-
a guess for a hint? Is
I
that something I
think
can
I
do,
know
Austen?
who it is. I think I know what it is.
Is he allowed to sacrifice a guess for a hit?
Sure, I guess.
This would put him at one more. Are you willing to do this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I got nothing.
Let's see. Let's find something good that doesn't fully give it away. He.
Bro, I was
Oh,
depressed
no.
as shit watching
Hang on.
WCPW. I don't remember any of that shit.
Same. He was at Tokyo Dome this year.
This year?
Yes, he was a part of one of the matches at Tokyo Dome. And me and you were hyped especially for this match. Because Austen doesn't fully like this, is what I gathered from our predictions episode.
You doing TJP?
Nope.
I don't know. Yeah, that's me
Austen.
out.
No, the dude I looked up is still in WWE, I'm pretty sure. So it's not Leon Ruff, is it?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, give
I
me a
showed
second.
you want
No,
a
you
second?
don't get another
No.
guess.
No. I
Second
want to look it up. I want to look it up. That's just it. I don't want you to tell me. I want to look it up and see who is in it.
I was going through Twitter.
What match did I not like?
And I showed a picture of him sitting in a
Fucking
bathtub.
Bushi. God damn it.
No. I showed him sitting in a bathtub with his championship, and you said,
Oh, is it
"That's my
Takahashi?"
champion." It is Hiromu Takahashi.
God damn it.
And I'm like, yeah. I was originally going to give you Brian Kendrick.
Oh, I would have got
The
that.
Brian Kendrick.
I would have got that too.
I'm a man with a plan.
I'm a man with a plan. All
And I
right,
changed
make
it,
Austin
like,
look
oh.
stupid now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Austin, are you ready?
Sure.
Okay, he was a two-time Triple Crown heavyweight champion, a one-time World Tag Team champion in AJPW, Champion Carnival 1999, CWA heavyweight Intercontinental heavyweight champion, CWA World Heavyweight champion 3 times, and won the CWA Women Catch Cup champion Cash Cup in 1987. This is a part of Catch Wrestling Association. The Impact Zone Wrestling he was the world champion once. He is a 3-time IWGP heavyweight champion, a 1-time IWGP tag team champion. He won the Super Grade Tag League in 1991 and the IWGP title tournament in 1989. He was Wrestler of the Year 1993, ranked number 2 of the top 500 in 1993, ranked 27 in 2003, and number 36 of the top 100 tag teams in 2003. He is a former Pro Wrestling Noah Tag Team Champion, and he won a tag team title tournament in Pro Wrestling Noah in 2001. He was awarded in 1998 the Best Tag Team Award. He is a former Universal Wrestling Association World Heavyweight Champion. He is a former Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion. He won the Best of the World Tournament in 1994 with Union of Wrestling Forces International. He's a former 3-time WCW World Heavyweight Champion, a 1-time WCW United States Heavyweight Champion, and I believe this means he won the Battle Bowl in 1993, but I don't know. It just says Battle Bowl. He is a Hall of Famer. He has also won a Slammy Award, Crime of the Century, 1996. He was the Best Heel in 1993, Best Wrestling Maneuver, 1993, Most Improved Wrestler, 1999, Wrestler of the Year, 1993, and Wrestling Observer's Newsletter Hall of Fame Class of 1996. This man had a widespread career, my man.
This man wrestled fucking everywhere.
But there's one constant throughout all of that.
What up?
He didn't have a lot of success in the States, but he had a lot of success over in Japan.
I think Austen will get
So
it.
who's someone... So
I don't think he will.
Who's someone that had a lot of success over in Japan, came over here, didn't really stick, but enough to be in the Hall... He was in the WWE Hall of Fame, correct?
Yes.
Was he put in before he died?
I'm not answering yes or no to that. That's a hint. That will sacrifice a guess. Are you willing to do that?
Now, let me ask another question. Did his eye fall out during a match?
This is a hint. You can't ask hints.
Yeah, I'm asking for a hint.
He's got it.
Okay,
He's
so that's
got it.
another one. Yes.
No, what do you mean that's another one? That was my first hint.
No, you asked about the WWE Hall of Fame one. Don't even.
Well, you didn't answer him.
You never gave me an
that's
answer.
true.
So his eye did fall out during a match.
A couple of times.
You said yes.
A couple of different times, yes.
Do I have to guess, like, his full pro wrestling
Give
name?
me a
or
name.
Can I just...
Give me a name.
It's Vader. Big Van
The
Vader. whatever you wanna call him.
Mastodon. Big Van Vader.
I'm not gonna lie. You started naming off all those Japanese achievements. All motherfucker.
I thought he was doing like a Nokia or something until he said like 90. I
Yours?
was like, oh
Yeah, and
god.
And then I heard 93, and I was like, okay, it's got to be someone newer. And you said 3-time WCW champion. I was like, that narrows it down even more. At first,
Yours?
I almost went Bret Hart.
No.
Me
Bret
too.
Hart's gonna be.
Bret Hart didn't win the WCW championship 3 times. So I was like, who the fuck did?
Yours was going to be Paul London.
Oh.
That would have been
the
hard.
tag team.
That would have been harder than Brian Kendrick.
It was going to be Paul London. I had it.
However,
that
it
was the two
would have been
I did.
after doing Brian Kendrick. So
Yes.
I'm the man with the blonde.
That'd do good this week?
Yeah, no.
Oh, the tag team award he got was with the best professional wrestler of all time, Stan Hansen.
Oh my god.
man's found a way to plug it even in his own segment.
What a stiff ass tag team.
Oh yeah.
They were in a pro wrestling. No, it was All Japan. It was All Japan, I believe, or Pro Wrestling Noah, and it was a tag team tournament, and they ran roughshod through it. Man, it was a massacre watching their matches back. I mean, you watch them and they like hit somebody and you hear up because they smacked on the ring. It was amazing.
Well, I think that only leaves one segment left, and that'll be my
Your wrestler of the week, right?
my short story. I'm switching to poems because short stories that are actually short enough to read within a substantial amount of time are like 3 pages long. So I'm not going to do that. Switching to poems. So I guess it's my short poem of the week or whatever.
Violets
This-
are red, roses are blue. I'm gonna beat the
Eli
shit
needs
out
to
of you
shut
too.
the fuck up. Cliff
I'm
needs to too.
colorblind. Leave me alone.
All right, this poem is called "The Road Not Taken." It's by Robert Frost. Goes a little something like this: 2 roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other, just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay, in the leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads onto way. Makes no sense. Had a stroke reading that. I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. 2 roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one last traveled by, and that has made all the difference. And take with that as you will. And that does it this week for the Ace in the Hole podcast.
Real quick, before we get into the ending shenanigans, just want to wish the family of the Briscoes a very heartfelt condolences and speedy recoveries to the 2 daughters as well. I just saw an update. The daughter that had to go into surgery is starting to regain feeling in her lower extremities. So, wishing for very speedy recoveries for the daughters, and hopefully the family can get beyond this.
Has the one daughter woken up? I have not seen an update on that one. They said she was fine. She just was asleep last time I saw. So screw Warner Brothers. They're just leaving that one there.
Anything else before we start doing the...
Just screw Warner Brothers.
Okay, I was waiting for something else, but it sounds like we aren't going to get it.
Screw Warner Brothers. Oh, and Stan Hansen.
I was about to say, if these two don't want to do their shtick, then so be it. I mean, I'll
2023 has been way worse than 2024. 2024 is going to be crazier in professional wrestling than 2023 has been. I don't want to be in 2024 with professional wrestling. Like, I'm out.
Yeah, like I started that as a joke, and I'm getting kind of worried. Like if it's gonna top this year, then we might as well get the next Stan Hansen to get into professional wrestling while we're at it. I mean, come on. Win every title everywhere, unify every freaking promotion into one just because he can, and then just walk away and let it all fall just because he can.
Hey, whoa. You've got to be one of the best tag team wrestlers out there, okay? He has to be one of the best tag team wrestlers out there, too. Then he can make promotions fall. He has to be a tag team champion first, though.
Brother's going to destroy divisions with tag team wrestling.
Brings back CZW just to watch it fall.
Bro reignites Lucha Underground just to, watch it repeat season 4.
GCW gets eliminated because of him. Austin's gone awfully silent with this.
I'm just waiting. I was waiting for you guys to get your little things out.
All my
I was
death
patiently waiting.
Yeah, I'm done.
It's not everyone's.
I'm also very patiently waiting to hear what Tribal Court is going to be like.
Oh yeah,
That's going to be interesting.
So make sure you tune into that next Friday. Make sure you tune in next week for your Royal Rumble recap right from the Ace and Hole podcast, where you learn who won the predictions. You'll get to hear me still have the title. You'll read where it says I retained, and you'll get to hear me tell them how wrong they were. It'll be an absolute trouncing. I'm going to get every single thing right, including my special appearances. So, with that being said, just make sure you take time to yourself, love each other, and remember, we've always got you covered, because we're your Ace in the Hole. We'll catch you on down the road. Yeah!